Hey YouTubers, Mike Martins here, Mike Martins channel, bringing another housing crisis video, and it's up right there. I'm going to read it for you guys. I'm not going to read the whole article because I want to ask you guys something that a lot of people have been negating on my comment section in my channel. So it says here, Toronto real estate listings were up over 172% in December. So listings are up in Toronto. So basically everything's on this. Was 7-month decline? Let me see here. Toronto real estate finished its roller coaster year higher, but with some things worth noting. Numbers show prices declined for the 7th consecutive month in December. That's what I thought. 7 months now. Even with the declines, prices are still higher than the same time last year, only because that massive spike in the summer, right? The real story is inventory continues to climb while sales are still dropping. Now, remember, Toronto's putting another, 30 or 50,000 units on the market by the end of 2018. So the reason why I'm asking you this, guys, is because we all know what's happening in Toronto. So that's the front lines we know. We have to wait till the first quarter of January now with the new stress test. So we have to wait till basically first week of April, so we can get the numbers from the first Q1 of 2018. Now, why am I making this video? Is because I get a lot of people negate me when I say that BC prices will fall and there will be a correction. But I get a lot of people telling me basically canceling me out and saying, no, Mike, I think you don't know what you're talking about. You're delusional because Toronto is different from Vancouver. I know that. They could even be completely different countries. They could even be completely, if they wanted to be, they could be like completely different entities without even anyone knowing. You know, you could be placed over by Canada Place or somewhere in downtown Vancouver, and if there were no street signs and you weren't sure where you were, you wouldn't even know you were in Canada. You wouldn't even know because you couldn't tell. Because by looking at the people, you wouldn't know where the hell you were. But Toronto is the, I think it's the same thing in Toronto. I lived there for many years back in the day. But to be really frank with you guys, Toronto's property taxes are higher. Everything's different in Toronto. But I do see a correction in BC pricing. I really do. It's just way overpriced. And the only way out of this is a lot of people are telling me that, yes, Toronto's not Vancouver. I get that. But they're telling me that it won't decline. There won't be declines in Vancouver and Burnaby and New Westminster. So we're going to wait for Q1 to end, guys, because a lot of people are commenting the same thing, and that prices will not basically go any further down, and they'll taper off because BC is like rich man's land, right? BC stands for bring cash. Now, to be very frank with you guys, I know prices will go down all over Canada, but they're just, no one's wages are going up to offset the cost of living. And when I keep telling you guys, yeah, the average house should be 300, 400,000, and people reply to me, tell me that I'm crazy, I'll tell you why. It's because the average medium six-figure income person with six-figure income could afford, or a combined family income, okay, of 100,000, they could afford a $300,000-$400,000 house because no one's factoring all that cost of living, electricity bills, all the car insurance and all that other stuff you need to live, and home insurance and property taxes. People never factor that stuff in. They think, oh, I make $100,000 a year, I could pay this. No, because you're already paying off on $400,000. You're already paying over $20,000 in finance charges. But people don't understand that. So anyways, I want to know what you guys think. To be really frank with you, what's going to happen in the BC market? Because I'm getting the same thing. And if you're living in Australia and watching this, are you having the same thing in Australia where people would say, oh, you know, Perth is dipping, but Melbourne, it will never go down. Or people will say, well, Sydney is going to be strong. Melbourne could go down, but Sydney is it's like a different country. And the same thing if you're living what is it? New Zealand. Oh, Christchurch. No, it's always going to stay up, and you know, Auckland could go down. You know, I'm just wondering if there's other cities like that, or big enough countries where two cities could be completely different countries. I want to know what you guys think. I can't wait till Q1 numbers is out from this housing. I really hope Better Dwelling comes out with something, because I don't trust the real estate companies for their numbers, because they always want to make it look like it's either good to buy or sell. Comment below. I'd like to know what you guys think on this, and thanks for watching, guys.